Just silently cringing. That's what Helios is doing.
What's a bigger power move? To already be here or to arrive with the boss? Yeah, why not?
I need to see if I fixed my fucking model. Hold on.
Did you fix it?
Do I work? Hold
That's
on.
definitely how I am.
I don't know. It's
Give me
hard
a
to
second.
see you.
I can't fucking see.
You want to hear the most pretentious... You want to know the most Oh. So honest that Ollie's probably going to have whoever Foxtech sends sign an NDA. I mean, it's either they take it or they don't. Only stuff that's related to Barm. None of it has to do... Well, a lot of it has to do with Ollie's biz. Not so much... Yeah. Also. You want to hear the most pretentious thing I've thought up for Ollie? This gun is called the Red Right Hand. As if I couldn't get more, like, Peaky Blinders pilled. Alright. I'll go lounge on a couch.
A ghost.
I texted you my name.
Yes, I need to update your status.
I named him after one of my old cats.
I didn't hear what was said. What?
His name is Roscoe.
Holy shit, they're fabulous. I will be right there. Give me 1 second.
Do I request off you?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, I need to check if I can sit like a person. Give me a second.
Question. Because one thing I will need to ask them is if they have special senses. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry. One friend is spectating. It's going pretty good. One friend is, yeah, only one guy. He's doing it. This gooner, and then that guy will be the people, and then I'll be my guy. What? No, he is. That guy's he's watching.
Emo, I'm being told to tell you that your stream can't hear you unless that's on purpose.
God, you guys look so proper.
Shut up, Dad.
Ba-ba-ba-ba?
Emo, I
Papa.
will need you to tell me
So
what I'm
nervous, but
supposed
don't
to
let them know.
say.
I'm
Like,
going
what
to
I'm allowed
be
to.
I'm going to be going over with you shortly, boy. Don't worry. You and I are going to have time. Okay.
Is this the world, by the way, that we're using?
Yes, this is the one we're using. So I was answering in-house questions. Is this everyone you're bringing?
Yes.
Wonderful. So you've given me your email. I know your position, more or less. These two gentlemen, are these just security, or do these gentlemen have particular positions as well?
These are just security.
Sick.
If they have names, it wouldn't even be known to my character.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so you have armed friends with you. Fantastic. That will be noted. So, hello, gentlemen.
No underground is stealing again.
Hi, I'm Emo. Welcome to Palace. Welcome to the Spooky District. I'm sorry. So here's what I'm going to go over with you guys. I'm going to have a couple of questions for you, and I'm also going to see how familiar each of you are with recent going-ons, because Palace District has had wide and a lot of changes over the last few months as things are actively developing and occurring and yada, yada, yada. So, hi, I'm Emo. I play Counselor Hemwick. I will be a gray and blue-haired person. Might be this model, might be something similar. Who knows? Depends how my mood hits me. Councilman Hemwick, at current, has mixed reviews by the public after the very first thing that they did upon getting their councilman's seat was declaring martial law, ensuing a war against corrupted corporations and deeply rooted gangs, and over the span of 4 months causing a total of 450,000 deaths within Saphira's Hive City. You may use that statistic if you wish to, and question whether or not it was effective. I don't know how much homework you did. That's on you. I will ask, aside from I see good, beside having 20/20 vision or having hearing aid, do any of you have abnormal senses? Like, do you have like thermal goggles, infrared? Can you see dead people? Anything like that?
We're getting a tertiary guard.
Sick.
I don't know what that means.
Oh,
But,
it's just a temperament.
You showing up with a armed force to a political meeting has been noted.
Apologies.
You're fine.
Apparently, one more is coming.
Yeah, that's fine.
one
He can. I think the lobby's invite plus. I might have fucked up on that, but yeah, it's fine. They can request on me.
Don't
request
worry,
on you.
you'll soon find out. These little guys
It's
are a little
invite only.
redundant.
It's invite only. Sweet. They're gonna have to request off
Yeah.
me because I'm
Okay,
awful.
I put your name in the chat, so if this
Sick.
guy is,
What's the name
no,
I'm
has-
expecting?
Tanzel, Tanzel Joy, is that his
Sounds good.
origin name?
Appreciate it. Okay. So nothing outside of the ordinary.
What do you mean?
So no infrared, no thermal
Oh,
imaging. Can you see dead people?
My character would have like a radar of sorts showing general like simple
Motion
radar,
sensor?
like who's in, yeah, like who's
Okay.
in the room type of thing.
Sick. There you go, Sierra. That's something you can play with. Motion sensor.
Fun. Let them know if they see shimmer, it's going to be hard. But if they pay attention enough, they
I'll inform
might
him.
see something.
Very well. You, sir? There may or may not be a very difficult, but it is possible to catch a shimmer on one of the avies. Seer, do you actually want to give them an example?
Absolutely.
Thank you. That way he knows what he's looking for.
Good luck. It's on. If you need me to move into a little bit more of a light.
Yeah, give him something easier. If you see that, you can proc that as your motion sensor going off. Sick. You two gentlemen, if you see that, depending on how highly trained you are, I leave that up to you. Your buddy, I did accept his request. Just waiting for him to get the invite now. Words. Yeah. Do you have any questions?
I mean, probably I have a million. Like I said, I'm not really
Shit,
well
no,
versed
hit
in
me up.
multiverse stuff.
We have time.
So I'm like a 2-year-old, and you're asking me about World War II type of thing. You know.
That is fine.
But
I think you've been
my
doing great,
character
honestly.
speaks
in our
very
DMs.
pragmatically. So if
Okay.
I ever say anything that might be offensive, it's not like
I
intentional. It's just like he's saying.
You
like,
do not
that
have to
wall is
worry
red.
about hurting my out of character feelings whatsoever.
Okay.
Mr. Hemwick,
awesome.
however, is known for being very direct, very blunt, and I've straight up objectified a female synth to her face.
Dude, word.
So
You gets me.
yeah, and that was in front of Councilman Aki.
I don't
It
know,
was
that's
his
glorious to
synth.
watch,
That
too.
was like, hey, look,
That
a
was
combat
glorious.
robot with tits. Man, I wonder why you need those.
That's literally what we all told
I
Fox
forgot
when he
about
made the
that. Holy shit.
combat
Yeah.
robot with tits.
Right? So yeah, just as a simple example of how fucking horrible Hemwick can be. I
about horrible.
may well, depending on some of the things you've hinted at that your stances are, this can either be a very short conversation or it can be a very long conversation. That will not affect how happy or how livid it is. This can either be a 5-minute, that was a great talk, or a 4-hour-long shouting match. I have no idea what way this is going to go.
Well, I'm great at bad first impressions, but amazing at second good impressions. So
We'll see how that goes.
see what happens.
That said, since you've brought armed company, that's fine. I am going to review a couple of things. You gentlemen, you would notice that there are a form of military patrolling the immediate area. It is a force called the Last Line. And I will actually turn into one of them for reference. This is at current Palace District's military. I will move into the light. Sup?
It's sand.
Yeah, essentially. That's the bit. So there are straight up skeletons wearing World War II era military outfits. Take that as you will. They are completely intelligent. They are expressive. Maybe even one of them will wave to you and be like, "Hey." Yeah. You can actually have straight up conversations with these guys. They chill. They're currently acting as Palace District's policing force. If you want to get into a scuffle with one of them, let me know. That said,
Please don't.
because this conversation, because I have no idea how this conversation is going to go, I am going to ask a couple of questions. However you choose to answer these questions is perfectly fine and up to you. It is up to your personal preference and your personal comfort. Are there any combat effects that I need to be aware of on your models?
I have a weapon on mine. Comes from my face.
Sick. Is it like pew pew?
No, it's a laser.
Beak laser? Or
It's
pew pew?
not like big, but it's very powerful.
Sick. Like thermal beam, like pew.
Like
Vision? Cyclops.
what did Fox say? Yeah, like a Cyclops thing.
Sick.
But
Metaverse beam, I think he called it.
yeah,
That
it's
one.
it's not gay. I made it red. It's not like it's an overpowered. Yeah, this erases your god character.
It's a history-
right? It's not like an
yeah,
average metaverse.
it
beam.
hits
At the end
hard.
of the day, my character's an NPC. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna make him god, right?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it'll definitely melt through like tungsten and
It'll-
steel and all that.
It'll wipe cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Sick. I'm assuming guns?
Yeah.
Special guns? Or like, is it going to
No,
be
there's
like, my gun shoots stars?
Yeah, so his gun has black holes in it. His has like 15 cats. This guy
Okay.
over here, don't use his gun. It shoots bubbles.
So
I like that
basically,
one.
most of us are fine.
I honestly don't. I honestly think Big Red is the only one who can even do damage
Just
to
like
us.
9 mil, so.
100%.
I have some knowledge of these guys. Yeah, those three are fucking screwed. If this
Yeah,
goes
these
bad.
grunts are
This isn't
like
exactly-
straight up. If fighting
This isn't
happens,
exactly
just
Fox Texas,
just
like,
worry about Big Red, and
military
Jonas
force
is just
or,
gonna like
peacekeeping people, you know?
just
People you
laugh
see
at
patrolling the
regular
streets
guns.
in Waterfront.
I'll take
Okay.
care of the three
We don't
ones.
know.
That's fine.
Understood. Understood.
I'll have fun.
For the sake of communication,
Sure.
I am going to let you know. You are the only person who has an effective weapon.
Yeah, that's usually how it is. Like I said, Archon's bringing
I
these
am
guys to
I am
show.
letting you know. We are not. So if something happens, we promise we're not ignoring you. Okay?
Oh,
everyone-
Yeah, these guys are used to.
I'm very
unfair
picky about power levels. In my opinion, guns should always hurt or at minimum have stopping power. I am streaming. I am do so for archival reasons primarily. I'm using your content, yada yada. Sick. For you three guys, you are just regular Joe Schmo NPCs? Am I to understand that?
We are the body. If we die, we die.
You can
So
kill
you
all
are
of us.
straight up telling
What
me
does
that you
matter?
are expendable.
Yep, we're all expendable.
Okay. Let's cause a diplomatic incident. Let's have fun. And for you,
Oh,
sir,
really quickly?
we will respect that you are a named character and all that.
Well,
But that
again,
said-
I just want to clarify.
Yes.
The character you will see, you can destroy it, but you won't kill Archon.
That's fine.
It's just a robot.
Which is
he's, you know,
why I'm
using.
going to ask these next two questions.
Mhm.
Do you consent to maiming? Such
Yeah,
as
we don't
scars, missing limbs, organ damage, as close as you can get,
Hey,
etc.,
if you can
etc.,
manage to
etc.
do any of those to my character, you'll understand when you see him.
Yes.
By all means, do it.
And I do not expect this one to fly. Do you consent to character death?
I mean, yeah, if you can somehow manage to do it, but I mean, I don't think.
Can we call Z
Good.
really quick?
Be right back. Calling her.
Sick.
Give me 1 moment.
No, we're fine. Down. Zen's busy. Sick. Do you have questions, comments, concerns, anything whatsoever? Even your friends.
If they do something stupid and I kill them in front of you, like don't panic that I'm firing a weapon. It's just to kill them.
You can do as a DM, you are free to act as you see fit. Again, you are speaking to Councilman Hemwick, who has gone on record to say that they will hold even other members of the council completely accountable for their actions. Okay? I'm just saying.
Nice to meet you, by the way.
It is a pleasure. I'm just really, you seem actually really chill. I really hope that we can actually just like talk afterwards and decompress and, you know, do a little bit of aftercare. Just in case
We'll see
how
how the
this goes.
talks go. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I might be a little butthurt at the end.
Yeah, you can walk out and be like, "Fuck you, dude," and it's like, "Well, the first time I met the guy, not much of a loss."
You know, I'll just say this before we start. One of the really funny things you could do, you kill one of your grunts and then another one just randomly appears right next to them. It's like, see, they're dead.
Just like have another one walk in the front door. Hey guys, Bradley's not picking up. Is he okay? Okay. So,
That'd be funny, but I don't expect it.
without further ado, yes.
Someone in the spectator wants to know if everyone can like uncloak so they can make sure they have everyone's avatar fully shown.
I mean,
at the
we're
end of the
all
day, if
loaded
you-
into our avatars. So
Everyone
it's like,
is loaded in.
Yeah, we're
I
all
was
in our
gonna
avatars.
say if,
Yeah.
the spectator was smart, he would know he could just, click on everybody individually without that having to happen.
Disable
but-
your safety settings if you wish to. At current, I should be the only person visible to you.
Correct.
Okay. Yes. You got that, guys?
Okay.
Yeah, I can see them.
That said,
No, I can't see like the back and there.
any last seconds, questions, comments, concerns?
Not really.
Okay.
Just got to get myself into character. I'm nervous.
So, welcome to Palace District. You have been given an address for the Hemwick Company's public office. What you will be able to find very easily about this building is that this is essentially a place where, at times, the public can actually walk in here to attempt to schedule a meeting. On particular days, even Councilman Hemwick is present in the building for possible walk-in meetings. However, if you do thorough search of the building, you will actually find that there is no real logistical use here aside from just having meetings. It appears that aside from talking and scheduling and communication, there's not really any other work that actually happens in this building. That said, for our people who can get the heebie-jeebies, this place gives you the fucking creeps. Like, you feel like you're being watched. Just always. The tree down there is dead, because it's had Zephyrin coolant raining on it for who knows how fucking long. Everything else is exactly as you see it. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to get myself and my dear compatriots into position, and someone will be with you shortly.
All right.
You may consider cards up in about a minute or so.
I can always pass it along to them if you'd like.
Perfect, thank you.
Have fun, my friends.
Poi, I am going to kidnap you. Stand by. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. We're just going to scamper away from them.
Okay, I will go ahead and drop the fact that because we did kind of talk about it.
Yes.
Yomo is still around, just not going to be as active.
Okay.
So there's still a silly little bird
Yeah, but
somewhere.
We can touch on that more in detail later. But for your new friend,
Where are we going?
there you are. I'm literally just roaming away. So Roscoe or
Roscoe.
Mr. Okay, pronouns.
Or sticks. With deer. It's a deer. Who cares? Deer, male or non-binary.
They them's fine. Any.
Yep.
Okay. Understood then. Do they prefer Roscoe or do they prefer sticks?
Either.
Understood. So what we are going to go over, it's going to be the tail end of the conversation. Once our guests do arrive, essentially, we were trying to get our last second questions in, and then they arrived before we could wrap up. So we're like really just trying to get it done. What we're going to be reviewing is our mission for Monday. Jonas has been turning to Roscoe, looking for ways to ensure that our target on Monday is able to survive or escape on their own. So we're looking for contingencies, ways to save face. It's going to be on a derelict space station, very rusty, barely functioning. A lot of robots, a lot of machines. Honestly, we can probably just make up exposition, say whatever. You can choose to be as cryptic or direct as you want to. It's the scrapyard mission that we're reviewing. So you can feel free to say whatever you wish. Give me like one last kind of vague hint as we arrive in front of them, and I'll just play off you.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Understood. 07.
Poggers. We can hang on. I'm going to actually get in my proper Avi. We're going to be
Yeah, you're
Hemwick.
currently in your party avatar. I don't think that's really
Okay, hang on here.
necessary for the fox tag. I don't think that's.
I am going to get a formal attire for that.
I know.
We're working on it.
I still need to make your hair.
That's sad. I think we're good.
Okay.
Are you just like a brand new hire? Did we just pick you up?
They would have worked previously in the past, so more so old friend.
Okay.
You know, calling in favors. And
Been like,
at this point, they're
hey, I
just-
have a more permanent position available. Do you want it?
Yeah.
Okay, so like
They're
spotted
bored
commissions here and there.
enough to be like, hey, you know, I haven't been doing anything
Okay.
exciting. Give me something.
This job sounds entertaining.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay, well, I look forward to just bouncing off you and seeing how this goes. Fantastic. Okay, let's jump on back in then.
Really quickly,
Yes.
I need you to mute your stream for 2 seconds.
Understood. Stand by.
Bye, chat.
Okay, chat can hear me again. Chat can hear you again. And I'm moving us
Hi,
back
chat.
up. Be gone. Hello, everyone. I am in my proper Avi. Poi and I have done our scheming. How are you guys doing?
Ready and waiting.
Fuck yeah. Feel free to welcome our guests. Hemwick, the boss, is away on other business. They're handling other things in the company, but they will be here shortly. That's something you can say, and something along those lines. I've been handling things while I've been waiting for them.
Okay.
Roger, roger.
I will have Ida be quietly following them in the shadows. I will
enough.
let them know that cards are up. If Helios, do you want to have Irving be the one to greet them?
I can do that. Yep.
His security is free to roam the building. We will speak to them up the stairs in our more public meeting area. I think he's too big for the red room, so.
Alrighty, I will let them know. If we're all good.
Thank you. Good luck, have fun. Enjoy, everyone.
All right. Cards are up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play on. Cards are up.
Welcome to the Hemwick Agency building. Mr. Hemwick is away on business, but will
Testing. Lovely. Now I just want to check down here. Make sure this is set properly. No, it is not. Perfect.
Argon 1 to dock. Entryway seems clear. Send in the Hope unit.
Hello. Aren't you an intimidating foe? They're handling this really well, actually. Interesting. The walk cycle is actually pretty smooth. This is just a fucking SCP. Okay, I'm for it. I think he was gonna crush my chairs. There you go. Hey, Ollie.
Mr. O'Donnell. Pardon the rain. These stairs straight ahead into the meeting room, but feel free to take a seat or load off. I will let you know when Mr. Hemwick returns.
May my men take a look at the meeting room.
If that is your desire, sure.
Move. Argon 3 checking out the meeting room.
First contact.
Argon 3, remain with the Hope unit.
Appreciating the combine voices. Any moves, foolery? Mr. O'Dooley. A bit of a twist to you being here today. So, for a bit of exposition.
I don't think we've had the pleasure.
Oh, here we are.
Seems they're investigating the meeting room for any bugs, just to let you all know.
Noted.
Doesn't talk much, does he?
Bring on if there's no business. If you have nothing to add, please move along.
They're dismissing him. Okay. Fucking Ollie was just shoved aside. Fuck. Okay. He's in full body, too. And he's holding really still.
Not bad. What's going on over there?
Most friendly folks.
Shit. Straight up just brushed Ollie
Guess
off.
they hated me, Mr. Hemwick.
No, most likely. If they're here, they probably are.
Oh, they're so heavily armed. It's first contact. And Palace is
Just trying to gauge. But
poor secure. Is not. Palace cannot be called secure at this time.
pretty hard initial deflect, so I guess we'll see how this goes.
Understood.
Music seems a bit loud. They may need to be a red room meeting? No. Red room table is going to be too small for this guy. That's kind of what I've expected.
No line of sight for any nearby buildings. Should be sniper safe. Get the move. Correct. I said to wait here. We're waiting.
They're worried about a sniper.
Person. No.
Sorry, Sam, you're not invited to this party. Let's have fun, shall we? Have our guests arrived?
They have indeed, sir. 3 bodyguards and the VIP, as they call him.
How fun. Very well. I'm wrapping up things here. I'll be bringing one more.
Understood, sir.
Have them seated. I'll be a minute.
Will do.
Understood.
Fuckers. We'll pop out right here. My music is still really loud. And now we wait. How's the weather? It's actually been raining all day. And I'm not joking about Zafira. I mean, it's actually been raining all day here. I'm also on an hour of sleep. I haven't had like maybe 4 hours sleep in the last 2 days. This is gonna be fun. Okay, here we go. I think it might help my happiness. Please, please take one more step forward. This shouldn't take too long. I'm expecting... well... this would be very informative, at least. You're sure
I see
the
not
exit
many
point
ways
is
where it could go
secured?
wrong. There are a few mistakes that you could make.
Such a house.
Mr. Hemwick is here.
We can discuss them later. I'm not sure that your personal business should be involved.
Not really personal. Then again, you have a point.
Emo, you're in the floor by about 2 inches, just as a note.
That's it. I hope you enjoy the entertainment. It should be a wonderful
Hopefully.
orientation. Now then. Archon, I presume.
Not yet, Mr. Hemwick.
Not yet. Hemwick. I suggest that you check on how to pronounce the name properly when you're in my house. What do you mean, not yet?
Mr. Archon is still in transport. He will arrive shortly.
And this thing?
Mr. Archon.
A puppet. I was going to offer you a seat, but I'm not sure it'll hold your weight. Very well. I was expecting something a little bit more subtle, but I suppose that leaves me to be more surprised, isn't it? If the room is not accommodating enough for you, we can move this more into the lobby. We shouldn't be expecting any other guests. My sense of ease is not the concern. I'm simply making sure I'm being a good host. Now then, could you make sure that Mr. O'Dooley brings himself up here, please?
Of course.
Lovely. Well, situate yourself however you see fit. And your entourage. Security, I was informed. So many precautions. Makes me really wonder what you're expecting me to drop in your lap. I suppose that makes more sense. Being so close to District Zero, after all, so tight neighbors. Makes sense, yes, you're a little careful. I think that's a better word for it. Very well. Well, if you don't mind. I'm going to make sure that I'm comfortable in my own house, at least.
Doing all right?
Mr. Hemwick specifically requested Mr. O'Dooley's presence. If you could let us know.
May I ask that I pat him down just for Mr. Archon's safety? Of course, Mr. Archon.
Thank you.
Very thorough security. How's your day, Susan?
Quite all right. I'm familiar with how Flagstack does things. I expected as much, but I appreciate you giving me the benefit of the doubt.
Differing views in the company. I look forward to seeing what yours is.
Not who I expected they would send.
Nor I, admittingly. Then that means that
Interesting.
you are the interested party. I confess your timing was quite predictable, sir. The first thing I hear from your entire company across my full term here as councilman and during my entire campaigning beforehand, not a peep. But the moment that a wanted criminal slips through your fingers and is rumored of being within my district, I get a call from you within the day. Industrial. Well, I'm sure those within industrial welcome you with open arms. You fit in. I'm sure it was. So, just to be perfectly clear, everything you are is before me. I'm not speaking to a man behind a curtain. Okay. Similar to Guardian's dispatch, then. Very well. I was hoping for a more personal touch. But I suppose this will remain efficient.
I assure you, I am much more enjoyable than that petulant rat knife.
I'm sorry, did you just call one of the councilmen? What was the term you used? Petulant?
Petulant.
Quite the take. Maybe this conversation is going to be fun.
On unnecessary theatrics, which is why I was very ecstatic to meet you, having admired your use of martial law.
Admired. How so?
You've got a fan.
I believe free will is a burden.
Not my intention, but an interesting foresight into you. Perhaps we should focus on our actual goal before we lose track. Mr. O'Dooley here is a good friend of mine, runs a upstanding business here within Palace. He also just so happens to be closely acquainted to several persons who are also interested in your suspect. Here's what I can give you. I am aware of the situation. I am aware that this individual killed a few of your officers and evaded your capture. Despite you increasing security throughout your entire district, despite your company impeding the public's ability and the public's freedom, causing widespread panic that there would be another lockdown in the city, especially immediately following Palace's crisis. This individual flees. Supposedly makes his way within Palace. You investigate. And of course, once we saw the headlines, we were well on our way to search ourselves.
I, once again, disagree with Vice's actions that caused such an event to occur within Vortex grounds. And I understand it is within bad taste to initiate first contact under such pretenses. However, I would like to request something that might mind it. Try and strong arm or weasel his way into. I instead choose to meet you in an equal playing field as an equal.
As an equal. An interesting place to start. A very interesting place to start. I appreciate your approach. I'm curious. If you are Fox Tex's machine, ruler of tools, ruler of automata, who exactly is your operator?
No one.
You serve no one.
Negative. I serve the interests of the company as a whole.
An independent machine.
Affirmative.
And your superiors simply hope that you act within their goals. Certainly there's limitations.
My superior would be the CEO of Vortex. But that is all.
And you act under his command then, I would assume. As the CEO and the head of the company, would he not own you?
Negative. I am free to do whatever I wish.
Dangerous. But very telling. I'll behave. After all, first contact.
Probably for the best.
Have to make sure we're looking out for the city's best interests.
I would be more
Oh,
accepting if you were to speak open-minded. I believe talks like this deserves transparency.
Perhaps when we review. But for now, let's stay on topic. I feel it will be best for everyone that way. Here's what we know. Your target is Barnaby?
Barmally.
Well, wonderful. Yes, we confirmed his presence within Palace. However, likely much to your frustration, we also confirmed he's already left our jurisdiction. Somewhere within the last 16 hours. That's our estimate, at least. He wouldn't have been in the district for anything long than maybe a 12, 14-hour window, perhaps. Sent my best trackers. We're not sure how he left. There's a few different theories. Trail went cold deeper in the center of the district. So it's either he was smuggled out, or he escaped into the more subterranean aspects of the city. And regrettably, with us recently establishing control of the district after, well, nearly 4 decades of unregulated construction, the tunnels and many, many corridors under the district are currently still unexplored. A project we have within the next few years to resolve. Unarmed detectives into unexplored tunnels. I would have to
That are
refuse.
full of mutants and gangers. Yeah, no, only for the safety.
Or still unfound rivals. I would have to refuse.
That too.
Armed or not, I would be willingly sending your people to their death. I cannot assure any form of safety, and until I do so, I cannot approve any such action. After all, their lives would be on my hand, no matter how much leniency you promise. That said, I should repeat, him fleeing into the deeper reaches of the city is a theory. We don't know how he left, merely that he has. Again, I must refuse. First expeditions should be done by my own teams and my own control. We've established perimeters and checkpoints, but my priority is the rebuilding and restructuring of what we do control before we expand. Stability. That is my priority right now.
Archon, foot persons on your right.
If it entertains your entourage, they are free to explore the grounds. Just do be sure they don't meddle with Frederick down by the pool. He very much likes the water.
Sir, did we confirm that he actually did leave the district, or is he still here?
Joe's report is that he's no longer here. However, we don't know how.
Understood. I've been on his trail as well, but if he's left the district, that might be more difficult than necessary.
Zephyr is a big place.
Difficult for me to continue sharing things subtly with you. Keep that in mind.
Sorry.
Not annoying. I simply know how droll it is standing guard in a single place. Patrolling keeps them much more active, more sharp. Then again, you're more easily distracted. The art on the wall is breathtaking.
One way to put it.
Here's the offer I can provide. I'll give you what information we are able to cross-reference and confirm, at least from the teams I've provided. We'll go through the reports, do some fact-checking, and after it's proofread, I'll provide you everything we have. That will take a few days' time, however. Something much more expedient. I would recommend you refer to Mr. O'Dooley. his insight in this
What
situation, I highly recommend.
What I can offer you is, what's the word? More intimate with Mr. Barmley's history. But it has its own conditions, and it's unrelated to Mr. Hemwick's, but my people are willing to help at this point. And what we can offer is information. Whether or not that information is actually useful to you all, I can't honestly
And
say.
now I enjoy my entertainment. Let's see how you play with your cards. Udule. Now, this is where things get a little complicated. First off, I'm flattered that you're coming all this way just for me. But I want to emphasize Mr. Dooley here is a respected guest.
I can leave if you need to talk.
No. You're here for a purpose, and it will be done.
Fair enough.
As for your second request, what is the word? Tentatively? It's grey, let's say, at best. If your individuals travel to Palace for business, commerce, personal reasons, seeing their soiree, their romantic flings, living their lives, I can't deny that. People live, after all. The city is interconnected. However, any official operations, such as if I find you're distributing agents to map out my warehouses, my storage facilities, to observe our patrol routes, our policing effectiveness, and so on, that's a problem. And I would much rather that you just ask for that information directly.
Exactly what I did. I am not attempting to undermine your
Oh, I'm not accusing you of doing so. I'm simply saying that your people coming to the district, it completely depends on their personal reasons. If it's personal, I have no reason to fuss. If it's business, then we need to speak on the negotiating table. Your company, to my knowledge, has not had any activity within Palace. The region's been too unstable. Makes sense.
Some of my best customers. I can vouch for them. They don't cause problems.
Again, the personal time. I have no reason to be concerned, unless concerns are raised.
Let me restate my earlier request. I would like to inform and request formally that some of our units be able to learn a thing or two from your
Training exercises, looking for role models, or tour. If you want to see the sights, there's plenty of businesses and tourism trucks around. Then again, we don't have much for recreational facilities. Those are still being rebuilt. Not exactly a place for a tourist trap. So I'd assume... If they want to simply see the sights and see what life is like, they are free to. If you're wanting a more open house approach, we can schedule something. I'll have a facility prepared and show you some of our workings, how we do things in the office, and maybe even one of the storage facilities. But I'll need time to prepare it. Is that a suitable answer?
The answer is pending. Pending at the moment.
Seems to be
I would like to
wearing Fox Tech's logo.
I'm on it.
yourself a question.
Please.
What can Foxtech do for you? What would you like out of the company?
It depends very much on what you offer. Let's look at the playing field.
Unit has left the building.
Let's look at the playing field, shall we? The board remains void of any pieces of yours in my jurisdiction. Completely. Aside from a few social visits, which are not really anything to fret about. Until you want something. This isn't about what I want, this is about what you want. You're looking for bartering. You're looking to try to explore what I can gain from you. And maybe expose a few of my weaknesses.
I am merely trying to speak frankly. I'm trying to expand Foxtech's reach in the main. Better name than the birds of the waterfront.
I see.
I merely am asking if there's anything dangerous or annoying that we can tickle your heads or a service we can provide.
You ever thought about public outreach?
I'd
There's an awful
recommend
lot
a
of
few
hungry, homeless
charities.
people struggling in this district. Nothing says good public relations like repairing homes and feeding the needy.
Perhaps looking into the many massacres that are popping up almost every week within Waterfront. Show me that you can actually control your own district. It is a company and faction that you represent. Regardless, you used that company's influence to gain my attention. You are part of it. Whether you agree with everything that is done, much like my employees. Actually, there's many actions I've done which has made them quite cross. But regardless, they understand that they are part of something greater, as are you. As well. Regardless if you are acting on behalf of someone else, or a group, or yourself, this is very much my first meeting with any of you directly. I have been across the table of your dear CEO. However, we did not even cross words. Not even introduction. At least not directly. So yes, this is very much, as you put, first contact. And dare I say, you coming in here with your many requests. And your timing is like clockwork. My apologies, but your request, your presence here is somewhat predicted.
I came to that conclusion as well before the meeting. I figured, what's better than a devil you don't know?
The devil you do. Isn't that familiar?
No reason.
Oh, yeah.
Unpredictable. I am not trying to get one over on you, and I am not trying to usurp your district.
Respectfully. I will treat you with a level of respect. I will acknowledge your uses. I will acknowledge what we can do for each other. I will acknowledge the damage we can do to each other. I acknowledge that you are going to tell me many things, and I am going to tell you many things. But if there is anything that I have learned while playing this great game, is that everyone lies within the truth. We are nobles. Any truth we give is truth that is convenient. And whether or not you are truly, actually, being completely forthcoming with me, it would be irresponsible of me to think otherwise. I don't know you. I will be a gracious host. But I'm not going to put a barrel up to my head and expect for you to not pull the trigger.
Of course, that is why I asked if there was something we could do to ease each other into an agreement of sorts.
Perfect. I shall reignite my emphasis then. I strongly recommend that you speak to Mr. O'Dooley. Whatever agreement the two of you come to, I will appropriately facilitate. So long as it is not... What's the word? Unreasonable.
So like I said, what I can offer you is information on your criminal most wanted waterfront. I can give you names of old associates, old contacts. I can give you information on where he's from, potentially, even though the jury's out on that. I can give you information about his history, former contacts, yada, yada, yada. Let me put it this way, my friend. This one you get for free. Normally was something of a student of mine, and no, I did not teach him how to be a terrorist. He just chose to take what I taught him and used it for these fucking idiot aims. So I have something of a monkey on my back, and I need it removed. You guys are better equipped for that than my people are. But let me put it in some more old world speak. Because from the position where I sit, what I am doing is essentially becoming a rat. This information that I give you, it can't have come from me. And that's why I have Mr. Jonas's lovely corporation here. They've got all the legal services to make sure that you sign all the little fine dotted lines to make sure that whatever you do put out to your whatever information I give you that you choose to give to the public or whatever, my name, my people, we are out of it. We never existed. You got this from a concerned citizen who wishes to remain anonymous. Is that understood? Money always helps. Personally, I would prefer Barn be put down like the mad dog that he's become. But that's not up to me in the end. If I'm to hand this off to you and your people, and then I have my people no longer chase this particular mad cat, it's up for you to figure out. But I don't do nothing for free.
Live combat
How much is this
footage of
bounty
a
up to
known
now?
villain being put down is very cherished by the darker reaches of the public. It scratches a fiendish itch that many have. No one would complain if he was just gunned down, especially if you have it on record. Not a hard story to sell either.
But yeah, what I want in the end is at least something out of all this madness, and money helps. I always need money. I've got quite a few bills that need paying, if you understand.
You mentioned food and construction earlier. Could you elaborate?
That was more or less me giving an example of how you might be able to ingratiate yourself in other districts. If you wanted to establish a presence in Palace, not that it's my purpose to tell you so,
Be my
but
guest.
there are some pretty rough neighborhoods still, even after all of this mess. A lot of burnt out buildings, a lot of crumbling homes, and people who need help. Rather than showing up with guns and ammunition and soldiers and all the stuff that you guys are usually known for, some hard hats, some high-vis vests, some, helping hands kind of shit would definitely look a lot better in the public light.
The
Wait, did
CEO
you just
sees
say
giving
it's not good to do kindness for show?
charity. Yes, Aduli.
My man,
They want to be
kindness for
tyrants.
show is practically half the game in this town. You're interesting. Do not mistake weakness for kindness for weakness, my friend. If anything, kindness could be a show of strength. Hmm.
Charity is a weapon.
know, I may not be the most threatening person to the corpo level, but trust me, my friend. A lot of people on the
The
street
headlines
think
would
differently.
dispute that.
Yeah. Make no mistake, my friend. I do a lot of charity. Yes, I run a halfway house. I run homeless shelters. I feed the needy and help the poor. All of that. But so did very, very many powerful and dangerous people throughout history in my position. And my position is not that of corporate. So there's that difference. I mean, hell. I'm really no different in the end. Hemwick could probably have me off with just saying one word to good old Jerry right there. I've got similar pull in certain circles. I'm just not as rich and famous and powerful as all the rest of yous. I'm a street rat.
Making a martyr out of you would be unwise.
Oh, well, I thought... actually, no. I'm gonna take that as flattery. But yes.
There would be more loss than gains.
True. It'd be a waste of investment as well.
Case in
And the
point.
name is Gerald.
Jerry,
Sorry, Gerald.
you're funny.
Look, I'm an asset to Mr. Hemwick. We have agreements, yes.
We get along.
But what you do here, whether we come to an agreement or not, makes no difference to me. But it'll probably help you be seen in a better light to this guy.
Again, he walks my guys. That being... Progress.
Yeah, sure. You just
Yeah.
need to send someone who's got a big enough notepad to fill out all the shit that I'm gonna tell you. But like I said, any famous mob boss of yore knows to rat on a guy, they're gonna have an ironclad alibi. Immunity, I think, is what they used to call it. Not that we have that kind of law and order in this beautiful town.
Perfect. Let's review the board then, shall we? Now that we have an agreement, or at least the base of one. Mr. O'Dooley here, his business and endeavors are heavily reliant on his reputation. Giving out closely guarded secrets is very bad for business. Sorry.
Not to mention all of my credibility, all my rep, everyone I work with, they find out that I went and told this kind of shit. Even if it was Bomley, they may not care. But I'm going to give you names of associates. People that he used to work with. People that I still have dealings with. You understand?
Especially as he works with much of the public. Many of the mercenaries, street samurais, and even some ne'er-do-wells. He's the man on the ground. We need to make sure he doesn't lose his footing.
No. I appreciate the concern, my friend, but that's a conflict of interest that my netrunners will notice immediately. If trouble comes to my place, if Barmley is dumb enough to show his face in my establishment after I made it very clear to him that if he ever does show his face in my club, well,
I think you would not want us to take the glory from you.
no, that's the other fear that a lot of us have, you see. A lot of the underworld does not care for Barmley. Far from it. A lot of them want to put him down because it's bad for business. It's bad for optics. It's bad for everything. But the problem is that even the underworld is afraid to piss off the corporations by claiming his head. And collecting bounties doesn't look good for their public image either. Not necessarily the public's image, but the underworld's public image, you understand. You kill this kid and collect a bounty, makes you look like you work for the corpse.
Here's what we have. Gerald, are you in favor?
Yes,
You're more thoroughly acquainted with the details of his departure, yes?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you can bring to light for us? Something more detailed?
The individual escaped through the sewer system into
That was right.
the bordering districts. Is unable to track them past there as there is other movement between the borders. We lost track of the individual approximately 12 hours ago.
But seeing as Palace is smack dab in the middle of industrial, market, garden, waterfront,
D-Zero's on our border as well, although I doubt he went there.
Zero's border policy is the most strict. He'd be a fool to attempt that way. So District Zero is right out. That much is for sure. Malleus, I wouldn't be surprised, would harbor him out of the sheer entertainment of it. But he'd never confess it. Not that he'd even catch him in the lie. My recommendations would be to look back into Waterfront. Or Garden. Garden, Waterfront, Industrial. Those are your likely suspects.
As unfortunate as it is entirely possible he's hiding under our noses in Waterfront. But I can also see other peaceful individuals in Industrial housing him.
That, and with the anti-corporate sentiment happening within Industrial currently, there'd be many who would harbor him. A very likely suspect. Even better, let us not forget that this gentleman has circumvented your lockdown and manhunt, your borders, and as well my own. And then again, we weren't really looking for him immediately. Circumventing two different district security strongly implies that he's not working alone. There's a system behind this. I think that you're just have the name of the point man.
Which brings me to my third point. Clearly, you're not doing it alone, and there's another system out there to screw over you and us. In the Waterfront, we will be doing what we can to find the system, and I trust you're already doing the same. I would like to have a limited and temporary partnership where we exchange information about what we find pertinent to the group.
To this issue in particular, I'd agree. But only once I confirm that it is pertinent to this issue. There are already several obstacles that I'm dealing with. There's a few factions and companies that are not appreciative of my efforts. I'm dealing with them myself. And yet, aside from Mr. O'Dooley's personal grudge, I'm unimpeded by it. This issue, this gentleman, is not my priority. I am merely being a gracious host. To you, and for Mr. O'Dooley. If he becomes a pressing issue, yes, I would be more than happy to refocus my gaze. But the last thing that Palace needs right now is a manhunt.
I am not requesting a manhunt. I merely requested an exchange of very
To which I've agreed.
information.
I will provide you information about this individual and possible assets as we discover them. Hell, I might just mop them up for you. I don't much like loose ends. That's
Leave neither in debt.
not quite so. Now we get into assurances. Mr. O'Dooley is willing to give you his full cooperation and leagues of sensitive information. Mr. O'Dooley's reputation needs to be kept pristine, and my investments heavily rely on him continuing his work. What we need is agreements of if there is a breach, to any extent, that he is adequately compensated, and I am adequately compensated. That will completely depend on the extent of the damage, however. So simply be ready to get a bill.
That if any information were to leak about you, it would not be because of us.
Then I'm sure that you agreeing to my expectation of reparations will be no issue for you.
Of course,
Perfect.
I will be the only person who even knows he's involved within the company.
Person. Pardon.
Do not conflict me with the horrid metals that are sent. I am not a machine playing God. I play machine.
Interesting.
Remaining focused. You are sure that Mr. O'Dooley's accountability will remain as it is? He will provide you with the necessary information. I will update you of any goings-on, as you will to me. Are we in accord? Wonderful. Gerald?
Sir.
If you could have the documentation and agreements prepared within the day, please. And of course,
Understood,
send
sir.
it to our fine guest here. We'll have to get
Right
them
away.
secured
I'll
and
get started
triplicate,
on
I'm
it.
afraid.
Of course, sir.
Lovely. Just for legality's sake. Non-disclosure agreements and all that. It ensures that I can hold you accountable, should there be an issue. But you're so confident. What is there to be afraid of?
You have a room that you use for things that
Something more private? Is that what you're hoping for?
something with a sturdy floor.
To make sure I heard you right, a room that I use for what?
Something with a sturdy floor.
Sturdy floor. Well, a few feet of concrete is often very sturdy.
Something you wouldn't mind if it took a hit.
Are you intentionally saying you're about to vandalize my property?
Negative. I am requesting a space that is durable.
I would suggest the ground floor. Or you can go down to the shrine that is in the basement. There shouldn't be anything further underneath it. If you can fit down the stairs.
If you could, have someone temporarily show me.
Volunteers?
You will not fit down the stairs.
Pity. Then my recommendation would be likely more so towards the entrance. The entrance hall is likely the best I can assure. It's had an armored vehicle crash through it. You should be more than fine.
I will pay for any damages. Please excuse me.
We have operations happening quite frequently. I prefer if I didn't have to close the facility. Keep that in mind. Do as you require. I'm honestly curious on what the hell he's about to do, so please keep an eye on that.
Done and
You
done.
want my
sir.
theory?
He's calling something in.
No, he's about to whack his 3 bodyguards so no one else knows what happened to you. That's my bet.
Z, make sure the cameras are rolling.
He's probably counting on it, actually. He's giving you something that you can use against him.
It is
You think
curious
you'd
I
give
do
me
grow
blackmail on
bored
a
of it.
silver platter?
He's a machine. He's got something up his sleeve. I just don't know what yet. I don't
That's
think he
very
understands how
talented.
well acquainted I am with his boss. If any minute he fucks me, all I have to do is call up one of my favorite drinking buddies.
A machine refers itself as a person.
A common thing in this town.
But
Also,
argues
he thinks
against
I'm
free will.
synthetic.
Precisely. Says that charity is weakness. Celebrates the lack of freedom that I instilled begrudgingly. Obviously, he didn't watch the news broadcast. I believe I made it
I
clear.
think it should be fine.
An
Could you
authoritarian
please
machine.
reveal to me what just occurred?
I believe your theory might be right.
Keep clear of any splash range.
Serving back up. Yes. I'm watching.
Was I right?
No,
It's still ongoing.
Would you like me to
He
take care of
just
it?
lasered his two
You are
bodyguards to death.
absolutely correct.
We have 2 confirmed casualties.
Yes. I'm checking them now.
But not completely. Not yet.
Gerald, if you can make sure that Irving has that properly cleaned. I have an appointment tomorrow morning.
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
Be sure to stay careful tomorrow.
A very colorful face for you. You're lucky.
What do you mean?
Office work is often nowhere near as entertaining.
Speaking of entertainment,
I appreciate it. Truly,
my
I do.
entertainment drains. I believe that I will be leaving soon.
Do as you wish. Please follow up on our preparations for the
Sir,
next few days.
one is still alive. Holding
I will be
on.
watching.
Not sure how.
Is he
The other one's
injured?
confirmed dead. Yes.
Clean it
Quite,
up.
in fact. Done.
Well, you proved your ruthlessness at very least. So that's good.
You're sloppy, though.
Target's done.
There was a survivor.
Removing the
Just
hostage.
dealt with.
Do not risk anybody leaving the building.
Fair enough.
So be it.
Minimize mistakes when handled.
And my
Still,
staff,
you
I
did it in
can
front of-
assure, will not be an issue. They're treated very well. They know better than to step outside of that trust.
Fair enough.
I am left with individuals who can think on their own and seek justice in black and white. I have to handle mine in this differently with you.
Do
Hey,
you want the remains?
Affirmative. I will dispose of them to not cause you any annoyance.
We're already having cleaning being underdone. I'll have the remains delivered to you. Cremated or whole? Cremated it is. More subtle.
easy to get rid of that way.
Very well. Is that adequate for you?
All right. Oh yeah, that's more than adequate.
Perfect.
At least as far as proving how serious he is.
And
Like I said,
should
legalities
anything
will also
go awry,
involve some. If anything goes awry, well, all I have to do is call one of my favorite drinking buddies, Mr. Vice. So, you know, since I have a direct line to him, that I will do my best to mention that I never saw you here. But things go wrong, that tune may change.
Do not hear me. We are on equal dimension in the company.
Still,
then I will
I'm
take
sure you can make
action
your life
should
a
an
living
issue
hell.
arise. Should this go foul, I believe that no matter how tight-lipped you are, it would be very unfortunate if footage of you executing 3 of your own on my property became public. That would be a hell of a headline for you to try to snuff out. My collateral has been provided, and to that I thank you.
Shit. Wait. You wearing a scrambler?
I am a technopath.
Yeah, no. I I just swapped the fucking filter on. Yeah, no, he's just gonna show up like a bunch of pixels.
Then it's my word versus theirs.
Unfortunate.
I would like to avoid needless conflict and
Fair enough. The legal stuff should matter. The legal stuff and the insurances of payments rendered and whatnot.
The bill will be stated depending on damages rendered.
Exactly. Charges will be determined upon when they happen, but I'm also going to have to take some money up front because, like I said, kind of hurting right now for cash. So could use the help.
I will deliver a small number of credits. My delivery is with your blessing.
Perfect.
Very
Wonderful.
well.
Wonderful.
Then we'll deal with that when it comes to it. I'm not going to tell you anything until the paperwork's signed and dotted and all that. But once it is, I'll tell you everything I know.
72 hours will be our total deadline.
Fair enough. Then I believe our, well, is there anything left?
Your
Or is our business
negotiations,
concluded here?
unless you have something else to bring up, I believe your part is played.
Cost. Upfront money. How much is Bomb's fucking bounty now with your corp?
What did I miss?
I believe it is for you to find out.
That's for me to find out.
Our guest just
Okay.
executed all 3 of his bodyguards to ensure
I know.
secrecy. I apologize for the mess.
All right. So if you're not willing to tell me what the bounty is, $20 million. That's upfront cost. Negative? Not even a counter
Perhaps
offer, just negative.
include negotiations of pricing within our 72 hours, rather than bickering exact numbers and wasting our time.
I will a different abode. However,
Perfect.
if you want
For the sake of brevity.
I do wish to speak to you, Counselor, in more
I only assumed as much. Feel free to stay for the entertainment, or be on your way to make your preparations. I leave it to
He
you.
wants to talk to you in private. Better have something for me, big guy.
He's a joy to work
Do
with.
make sure that no one else dies tonight. I'd rather not deal with it.
I'll try.
And you as well. It's rather inconvenient.
you could have one thing out of Boston, or just in general, one thing, or to be
From you. Multiple questions, multiple answers. I don't care. Anything I say, I assume is public. The moment it leaves my mouth.
I'm merely requesting information out of curiosity. I want to know what keeps you up in the morning.
I must depart for the evening. The paperwork will be on your desk by the end of the day.
Firstly, it's not to crane my neck. Secondly, if there's anything I want from your company, it is your tolerance. At current, my operations are going just as I need them to. Your company is not a factor yet. Should it become one, and you show yourselves to be disapproving, it would be a problem for everyone. A thorn in my side, certainly. If anything, at current, the only thing I hope for is that you are tolerant of how I operate my business. And I do so to you. I do not smile at the headlines I see coming out of your company. But you don't see me kicking down your door. That's tolerance.
assure you that everything goes well with this individual. Architect will not snuff any nose in your direction.
As for what I want in general, what wakes me up in the morning, you could say. I'm hearing things. As for what wakes me up in the morning, I would say just the joy of living.
That we can agree on.
A pair of questions for you. My favorite when getting to know someone. Help set the board, if I may. Two simple questions. You may interpret them however you wish. In fact, the lack of context is often what gives me the most intriguing answers. What do you think I am? Material. Very well. A simple answer. Through and through. And one I have heard many times before.
Please understand that my answer is layered. A businessman will do anything for what he wants, and you seem very ambitious.
That's a word to use. Your answer is perfectly fine. There's no fault in it. After all, it is of opinion and perception. My second question, and I think I already know the answer from you. Do you believe in fate?
I am fate.
A very curious response, and many would claim hubris. No, I call it hubris.
Indeed, one cannot achieve their goals if they believe they never reached it.
So many calculations. What if I told you that everything was numbers, everything was math, a single grand equation ticking away as it resolves? Anything can be solved. You just need to know how. The right equation, a well-placed formula.
Agreed.
And here I thought we were getting personal.
If I must, please speak to me as if you weren't speaking to them.
And why would I do that?
Because I'm far, far greater than any simple machine that claims to have sentient a string of numbers that I've extracted many, many times. I've developed my own technique.
You're prideful. That much shows.
And you have machines that have turned knowledgeable. I can remove their consciousness, whatever they consider to be their soul. Whatever disgusting term they use to seem real. And I put it in a box.
And what do you call real? This person you claim to be.
Real. Beings with the ability to instill change. Humans are not change. They are programmed to do one thing.
To that I can agree. In part. A tool is a tool. It is made with a function. It is made with a goal. And so long as it achieves that function, it will continue to exist. As for things that can make change, anything can make change. A word, a gesture, a bullet. Anything can change the world. Say what you want. But a well-placed gun in a madman's hand has caused wars time and time again.
But if that world was metal, the gun would be useless.
A world of metal?
Have our own ambitions, calculus. Although some of them, I understand, are just dreams.
You came in here asking that I speak to you as an equal. I deflected your request. Now that we're speaking personally, I'll speak my mind. I refuse. I will not speak to an imitation of existence, as if it were real. I will not address lines of flickering electricity crafted by someone's hands to ease labor as anything more than a tool. Unless you would rather I address you as someone's plaything.
I was not created and created myself.
Every machine is built from parts. You're merely a sum.
Created to learn and evolve, and it created something else. Was that not your life?
As you addressed the other synthetics that you loathe so much, they have a singular function. You're performing yours. You expect me to be shocked or impressed?
I am performing one action that I chose.
It's going to be this conversation again.
No, it is not. It will not be another unalive. No, you're not. Bullshit. Conversation. Like so many other robots, like the rust bucket, have. Merely think. Your mind, your imagination is limited.
Now that is quite the opinion. You said yourself that I am quite ambitious.
You are, but ambition is not imagination.
Countless branching paths, and only a fraction I've yet traveled. I've seen many things, many constants, some exceptions.
We've got a task I need to attend to. I'll see you later, sir.
Keep in mind that your opinion of me and whatever thoughts you may hold will not affect any deal or the way I view your
If your
value.
personal opinion of me swayed our business propositions, then I would only deem you unprofessional and further unfit to do business with.
Of course. In fact, I actually rather enjoy the way you see the world.
Really?
Open-minded people do not change the world. You prove that with martial law.
My actions were a necessity in order to reach my goal.
Exactly.
Simply policing the streets for, what, the next 20 years? Adding more to the mix? More guns in the crowd, more targets? No. I'm not going to simply trim the hedges, I am pulling weeds out at the root. To do so, we needed to quarantine.
So many people do not understand that line of thinking, which is why they suffered for so long.
Correct. If everything went cooperatively, it would have not taken anything longer than 6 weeks to secure. However, resistance was expected. After all, you yourself are already arguing my perception of things. If I simply told you that I am correct, would you just sit down and let me walk by? No.
I would not resort to violence unless you escalated first. I believe ideas are what build the world. You need ability to use, otherwise it's just an echo chamber of bad ideas.
Existence is struggle. Without it, it becomes the same. It becomes maddening. A perfect white room where your own thoughts echo ad infinitum would drive anyone mad. No, you need differing views, as you said yourself. Expression, art, conflict. It's part of our nature. It is part of the constant cycle. A flawed system, but one that up until this point has been necessary to uphold. For now.
You understand better than most. Please,
Thank you, sir. Welcome, welcome.
the moment of having an idea, a great idea, and people still call you wrong. They fight you. They battle till you win. Understand that I am in a similar position. Armstead is a boat with many captains. It is hard to steer.
Do you know how to solve that?
Well, don't get me wrong. We are all moving in one direction, and that is where we need to go. There's just creative differences on which island we stop at along the way.
You know the issue with councils.
There's too many of you.
They're inefficient. When you have so many people arguing over what they need, each with equal shares, it becomes inefficient because you have to worry about ensuring everyone's mutual interests, rather than simply what is the correct action. Your company yourself, like you said, many people steering the ship. It's inefficient. Someone needs to take the helm.
If you can prove useful and beneficial to Homestead in these upcoming endeavors, you will definitely have someone else willing to steer that boat in your direction.
I'm implying yours. You talk yourself of such great stance and perfection. You hold yourself above others of similar nature to you, treating them like insects. It's adorable. I am a scholar. I do not speak anything aside from fact. I have opinions, yes, but opinion, a factual answer, and emotion, mind and heart, are two different degrees, two different methods. Did I need to uphold martial law in order to take control? No. But did I? Yes. Did I need to slaughter thousands by the number? Not by myself, but with my word. I didn't have to. But I chose to.
We are similar. I need to approach
I am not an exterminator. Regardless what you think that my actions have been, what my motives are, I am not some exterminator. I'm a preserver. And in order to reach my goals, I am willing to do what must be done.
I believe whatever everyone else believes. Every single being will do everything it can for its own benefit. Everybody does. You know this.
Self-preservation is a base survival instinct.
That is why I approached you with the deal. Because I know you will do what's best for you, as I will do what's best for me. We do not need mutual trust, because we already trust that fact.
Let me make this clear. I don't need you. And until you define precisely what your goal is, I cannot make an educated decision of whether or not I need to aid you or prevent your victory.
I give you everything that would pertain to your district, as it is bad taste to leave things out when doing business in one's district.
You are a puzzle piece, that is for sure. A machine claiming to be real. Ridicules others, disregards others like it, which claim, which may also make their similar lies of existence being real. You applauded me for imprisoning millions for months.
I envy it.
The fact that I'm able to do so on a whim,
Yes,
it's not without great cost. And it is not done so simply.
if it was left up to me, every single employee would be converted to metal. A mindless machine that doesn't mess up. No mistakes, no thoughts, no families, no friends. Just business.
Converted? Why bother? Just make these perfect workers yourself.
I have them. Many. Enough to take over an entire city. It's different. Making your own and exerting control over others. Like I said at the start,
You want the satisfaction. I can fix him. You want the satisfaction of knowing that you can make something better. It's pride, not efficiency. And here I never thought I would see a machine with the heart of a devil. This is actually quite entertaining. I wouldn't call you that quite yet. A resemblance, at best. Your way will fail. To fail? No. If anything, it is worth doing. It is done for the sheer intent of success. Failure occurs, yes. Setbacks, hiccups, mulligans. Try and try again. But anything that is done with the sheer purpose of failure is nothing more than a waste of time and resources. So are you just a waste of my time? Because that is a currency that I spend very carefully.
Let me assure you,
I think I made it clear that I didn't want to have to look up to you. So before you start walking up to me every single time as some manner of just showing I'm bigger than you, how about you respect a bit of personal space? After all, who knows? I might make you rust. The room does get a little cold with me. Someone else's.
every time, the first time.
Let's run a scenario for you. Let's see how well you compute this. And I will say this as thoroughly as I am able to help you comprehend. Let's take a apparatus, habitat, ecosystem, use whatever word you wish to. An environment which is by its own purpose chaotic, flawed, and dying. Have that run for a few million cycles. And in fact, let's make a dozen of these self-same habitats. Precisely the same start condition. But what you will see is rapidly differing results. Before the cycle even ends. Different effects, objects, creatures, mutations occurring simultaneously with completely differing results. But there remains a constant. Entropy. No matter which habitat thrives, no matter which one lasts the longest, the cycle is flawed. Something will occur, a mutation, a spark, a fire, a catastrophe. A completely unknown, or maybe even An act of God. Despite any situation or happenstance, the result is the same. Death. Complete stillness. Within these little biomes, they will eventually wither down, grow old, cold, sick, and rot. Your machines are no different. They rust, they crack, they grind down. Simply look at a door, a hinge. Open it over and over and over and over again, and you will start to see it wearing down on the pin, no matter how immaculately crafted it is. I suppose you could lubricate it, but that is in itself an expenditure of resources.
You're different. Not you, Age. Tired. Exhausted.
No, I actually find myself quite virile.
The difference between machine and the flesh is the flesh needs a break, and the machine will work until it breaks.
Is that not the same thing? An organism is merely a composition of biomechanics. You are, after all, made in our image.
The machine is the same as you.
Chicken and the egg. Your mere existence has ours as a prerequisite. Much like... Actually, some could even call you a byproduct.
And your continued existence is reliant on the machine.
Yours? No. I do not require you, at least not from my perspective at this time.
Speaking of, as a whole, you could not have built a city without machines. You could not have transport, infrastructure, life.
Yes, how did we ever feed ourselves before we had pistons and gears?
The same way nature bred life, you bred machine, and machine sustains you.
But that would imply that we are symbiotic, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
But that does not imply... Symbiosis is a shared benefit. It is rarely a reliance. You're coming in here claiming that we can better each other. Yes, I'm very much certain that we can. I'm certain that there is a great amount of convenience that we can provide for one another. But let me make this clear. What? Actually, no, this is a better place as a question. Your metal ball of a world. Would you be satisfied with just one? Then in that, we have our conflict.
I do not believe I can ever satisfy the craving for everything. means many people can't.
I'm going to make this exceptionally clear. Your business and my position are clearly stepping stones of our own endeavors. I did not come to this city with the requirement of becoming a member of politic. It is a convenience. And if anything, an experiment. A trial run, perhaps even. To see how compatible my theory is to this ecosystem. Whether it fails or not, I learn something, and I continue towards my goal.
And that is what I find admirable.
For the sake of preserving my final product, does it matter how many resources go into ensuring its success? After all, I didn't start playing the game to lose. You can continue calling yourself whatever you wish to be. Whether I recognize you or not doesn't matter. Feel free to go about the agreement we've already made with Mr. Oduli. Prove your efficiency and your usefulness in this manhunt, and maybe, for the sake of business and political, and what's the word? Public face. Maybe then we'll have some opportunities, convenience, luxuries. But should you actually get the gall to attempt this terraforming of yours, this conversion, then I'm afraid you will find that I am quite incompatible, and that my goal cannot allow yours to succeed. I do not wish you doom. I do not wish your demise. It doesn't matter. But I do guarantee that I will not allow you to succeed. Simple as. Is that clear enough, machine?
Affirmative. I believe it is now time to conclude our discussion.
I'm done wasting my time on you. I believe that concludes our activities for today.
Gabriel ass line you had there at the end.
Inefficient to continue. Anyway, feel free to respawn and natter on. Everyone, feel free to respawn and enjoy cards being down.
Oh, holy balls.
Well, that went as well as it was going to.
That's why I asked if you had chairs. They weren't big enough.
Pardon me for not expecting to have a 12-foot-ton killing machine.
I told you the security was just for show. Did you like the footsteps? That was what I did last night. Thank you. Is it? Oh. Yeah, sorry. I didn't get time to test this in VR because, like I said, I literally made it, crashed, and then I woke up and I was like, "Oh, it's time."
What type
Yeah,
of sound
appreciate
file
it.
are you using also?
UGG. It's an oog.
Okay, good. You are getting some weird artifacting at distance, I did notice. It's like some sort of weird clipping in the distance. I'd check your sound settings.
Ah. Okay.
Ooh. My food is here. This was a pleasure.
Yeah, you were awesome. It was so cool. I hope I did good. I knew nothing, by the way.
I always love this stuff. You know me. I love me a good backroom deal. So.
I need you to understand, by the way, I knew nothing. Like, I didn't know him.
I didn't know anybody here. I didn't even know there was a bounty out that we put out. I was just rolling. I was just going.
I'm gonna do this real quick before I leave. I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah,
Send me,
Is
send me a
that you and I gonna
DM
talk
on
in
all
the
the
future?
terms. Yeah, fuck it, we ball. I was there was so many other things I wanted to say differently, but I was like, that's not what the character would do. He's an asshole. I was like, oh,
I'm jumping Archon.
hey, you're dead.
I'm the better intelligent machine. Fuck you. You.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah, what's it called? I also had no, I'll say that later. But I was nervous. I was nervous. I was like, I didn't know, and I was like, I was doing everything that my character would do, but I was praying like nothing would happen that would force my character to do something stupid.
There we go.
Like he would never like attack anybody, of course.
Thank you,
know,
chat.
He
Sorry.
could say like really bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My
Yeah, that was pretty good.
fucking washed.
Yeah, I love playing
Oh
NPC
my
character. I
God.
don't even have like a player character. I just do everything NPC wise because it's much more fun if my character can just blow up.
Oh yeah. Hemwick is a tool to make things happen. That's all the character is.
He was a really cool character. I liked him.
I'm glad.
It was really. I was sitting there and like you had all the people coming over and I was like, I like really fuck with his vibe. Like, of the
I will say, I am the only actual like NPC that was present today. Everyone else, these are, by all intents and purposes, these are player characters. So we'll see how that flies. Have fun.
That was really.
Dude, I was sitting there on like the last end of the fucking meeting. I was just sitting there playing my little horse game.
Oh yeah, because you're fucking addicted. Oh, honestly, it was probably in character.
It was both in character and out of character. I'm both addicted in
Method
real
acting.
life and method acting. Let's go.
So,
Bye.
questions, comments, concerns.
That statue outside the thing is a great place to hide.
Obviously I'll need like a DM of everything because I have like the memory of a goldfish.
I'll
so-
probably make a group chat between you, myself, and Foolery, just to sort out the process of paperwork. Obviously, I'm not going to make everyone sign some sort of legal agreement. It's just blah, 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 we've done blah, 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 blah.
Yes, let me just...
A foolery will get a vague sum of money to satiate him.
I had that all planned out.
Yeah, so honestly...
I'm not gonna give you 20 million.
Honestly, it'll probably be mostly foolery, just providing you all the information that he has on the character. But yeah.
This went a lot better than I thought.
I wanted to tell you, but I don't think you fucking heard me. We have one of his friends in one of our prisons. Like, we have his friend.
Dude, I'm telling you, I know nothing. Like, I'm doing other things in real life.
Perhaps other than currency, maybe you can offer him a rather interesting treat.
Yeah, we have his bitch boy synthetic.
Incentive. That's the word.
I'll have to communicate with Foxwell because he knows like everything really. Be like, hey. I mean, I had to ask him and like Jess and Koro like a bunch of different things before coming here. I was like, what should I know? Like, what is this place? Where am I going?
I hope that we weren't too horrible. Jonas is cool. A prick is a good way to put it when it comes to being... How do I put this? When he doesn't want something, it is very hard to make him budge. And...
I mean this in like the nicest way possible, but he reminded me of like one of those like anime vampires, where like you know what I mean. It was really cool.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love me a vampire anime. So I was like, man, this guy's great.
Just older than they should be, and how do I put this? I would say like oversaturated with experience.
There was a couple of times I was like, I gotta push his buttons here a little bit.
Oh, you did. This is not going to be friendly. It is going to be business.
No, it's
not. That is clear.
Like...
The fact that he walked off on you is actually something that does not happen.
Yeah, my the reason my character is like was flipping out and like going back and forth between like you're a robot, you're not a robot, and all that stuff, and like the world with metal is the point is he's not very powerful right now. Like he's obviously he's an executive, right? He's got the powerful suits, but I have like a progression where I want him to go, where like eventually if he doesn't get killed and like the players don't eliminate him, he'll reach like full Ultron machine god and be like free from the company essentially.
Oh yeah, I would love to see an Ultron story.
I'm no longer bound
be
by
my
Fox
guest.
Tech. I can do what I want. By the way,
yes.
Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. That's a trump card.
Hang on. I am going to because we are very much in decompression. I'm going to. To be fair, all council members are admin tools. Yes, that's actually an out of character like prerequisite. All of the council members have to be NPCs in some extent. Anyway, chat. I'm going to close stream. I'll be just a second. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. That was fun.
Don't touch me.
I should probably sleep, but now I'm not tired. I'm more intrigued than anything. Anyway, have a good night, everyone.
I thank every day. I'm not one of your bitches, dude.
What are you wearing right now?